Good afternoon. First of all, I would like to thank the organizers and attendees. I'm Ana Coronado, lecturer and researcher at the University of Sevilla in Spain. The presentation is about urban-rural transitions in small mountain towns with high heritage values. In Sierra de Aracena, a very genuine territory. Here, the transitions respond to a sequence of historical space that relates the house to the agricultural environment. These agricultural environments are called ruedos, like a ring around of urban area, and represent ecotones or ecosystem overlap. There are some questions to reflect on as a starting point. First, the urban-rural transition is also associated with the periphery and becomes more complex today, as it is a new diffuse area that tends to break the traditional relationship between the settlements and their agricultural or natural environment. Secondly, the research is framed within the European Landscape Convention, which says that any part of the territory, the landscape is any part of the territory as perceived by the population whose character results from the action of natural and human factors and their interrelationship. Therefore, not only are landscapes exceptional, but also degraded, and improving their quality must be a democratic aspiration to improve our daily environment. The main hypothesis is that the heritage values of these towns respond to the symbiosis between cultural and natural elements that are deposited in these transitions. However, it are not protected, although the urban area is protected as a historic center. These transitions are fragile since they are the first visible element when we approach the town, but they also have urban tensions. The general interest of this work is to identify the heritage and landscape singularities of these settlements, as well as to deduce a diagnosis and action criteria for their preservation and territorial activation. The methodology is based on several successive phases that extend in scale and respond to the sequence of, firstly, a spatial dimension, that is of the natural foundation of space. Secondly, a historical and territorial construction dimension. Thirdly, the landscape dimension, which includes the aesthetic factor, but also the creative and common perception that make this space connoted. Fourthly, deduce a diagnosis and different criteria for action in some thematic fields. The study town is in the Sierra de Aracena, belonging to the Sierra Morena in the northwest of Andalusia. This space is part of the vast Mediterranean mountain system, with which it shares, as Brodel said, common habitats, but also marked regional difference. In the spatial case, we have to say that this mountain area is a terrace facing south, influenced by the Atlantic and the Mediterranean, with humid climate and numerous springs. It has numerous climatic tiles, depending on the altitude and the degree of sunlight that promotes the biodiversity. This territory has historically been a border area with Portugal, but also a place of connection between cultures and refuge. Although the origin of many towns is earlier, it had a very important development in the 18th and 19th centuries under Enlightened thought. In this period, a network of small and large towns was created, as well as leafy agricultural ruedos. At the end of the 19th century, the decline began. The mountains are marginalized, and there is a progressive exodus. The settlement we present today is Val del Arco, a town that is located on the north northern limit of the central area. Historically, it was more isolated than other towns in this mountain, but at a crossing point between the northern peaks and central areas. It is a settlement whose initial core and subsequent growth are located on a hill above a very elongated valley in an east-west direction. There is evidence of a group of small initial almonds in the 15th century, populated by people from the north of the peninsula and Christianized Jews. The most important expansion was in 18th and 19th centuries. The growth occurs centrifugally from the initial nuclei to occupy the flattest areas of the hill and surround the old Hermitage in this space, which is rehabilitated and expanded as a church in this century. The house is transformed and becomes bigger. Several levels are incorporated, large roof eaves parallel to the natural slopes and type of space that mix agricultural and domestic functions like corridors and warehouse in the ground floor. Since the mid-20th century, there has been little growth, but some interventions have been made that negatively affect the landscape. The agricultural ruedos have extension less than 700 meters from the edge of the town, a variety of crops and a plot of land less than 3 hectares. In a second territorial gradient between 3 to 10 hectares, the trasruedos are created. Chestnut tree in the shady areas and olive groves and horn oaks in the sunny areas. All of this forms a large forest that interconnects the different towns. In the analysis, different aspects related to the landscape support have been taken into account. The topography and hydrography, which shows how the settlement is located in the valley. The plot of land, the stone fence, the use and the construction of the ruedo. The historical irrigation network, which is organized from the source following the natural fall of the land, and the dense network of historical roads, which present a complex hierarchy and linked Valdelargo with other towns. The most important thing to highlight is that a very direct correspondence is seen between these different elements. Water establishes a very important order in the urban configuration, and there is a complementary between the management of the land, the road network, and the plots enclosed by walls of stone. We can see how the historical configuration of the settlement has given rise to a very clear sequence for the urban edge to the ruedo. On this edge, the house has a yard at its lowest level and an alley as the limit between the house and the ruedo. This alley incorporates the main irrigation ditch and gives way to the enclosures of the agricultural ruedo, separated by alleys, this one, that in turn incorporate irrigation ditch. The incidence of transition in everyday landscape is very important. Here we see two different but common views. We can see adaptation to the topography, ruedo plots and type of crops, water management, and the articulation with the road network that gives rise to a very singular kind of urban landscape. In the diagnosis, as positive, we can see that the historical elements of transitions are maintained, and that the social appreciation is increasing. However, there are also numerous problems. The most important issue has been the construction of several public buildings in the northeast area, separated from the settlements, occupying plots of the Ruedo in a very visible position that causes negative impact. This has subsequently led to this space becoming degraded with other constructions. Another problem is the extensions of buildings in zones that interrupt the visual interrelation between areas with volumes that are discordant with the historical structure of the settlements. Finally, other problems are abandonment and occupation of the yard with extension of house. Based on the analysis carried out, we have divided the intervention criteria into 4 large blocks. A, preservation and rehabilitation of values and heritage elements. B, urban planning and regulatory regulation. C, improvement of the free space network. D, integration of the agricultural Ruedo and preservation of the agricultural and environmental matrix. Block A, preservation and rehabilitation of values and heritage elements. In this group, it is necessary to highlight the importance of active protection of the heritage and landscape singularities of the settlements. On the one hand, preserve the most significant views as well as singularities of the architecture like corridors, building heights, or continuity of roofs. Of the urban structure, as well as singular urban and rural buildings. The protection of the irrigation system, rural and historical roads, fences, interior alleys, and small buildings associated with the agricultural Ruedo. On the other hand, measures to enhance the social use and enjoyment of the landscape and heritage are also considered important, such as the creation of cultural itineraries, viewpoints, or signature of cultural points. Group B, urban planning and regulatory regulation. Another package of measures is associated with aspects that need to be regulated in urban plans, as well as strategies for the comprehensive reorganization of certain degraded space. This block includes qualification of urban edge, for example, replacement of impacts, volumetric control, opening of the plot, or complete the urban structure. Secondly, landscape integration of impact, for example, naturalization, shading, and the environmental and urbanization improvement in access of the town. In Block C, improvement of the free space network. In this block, the following criteria are considered important. Qualification and articulation of the free space system, connection network of urban and rural free space, and these 2 measures must be considered the connection of the singular urban and rural space and elements that must be integrated into the network. And finally, Block D, integration of the agricultural Ruedo and preservation of the agricultural and environmental matrix. This block includes measures aimed at the protection and articulation of environmentally fragile elements such as river beds, unique vegetation, chestnut holm, oaks, and wild olive forest, the preservation and singularization of cultural values associated with the structure of the plot, the historical road network, or rural constructions. integration of the agricultural ruedo into the network of rural-urban free space, as well as requalification of degraded space. Promotion of the social and productive activity of the ruedo, gardens, through the maintenance and expansion of the social garden created, as well as the creation of new recreational space and facilities in complementary with the productive activity. We can conclude that it's worth conserving and protecting this landscape that carry cultural, natural, and social values. But it's important to recover them from an active position within the life of the localities. Despite the value that is socially attributed to local heritage, the absence of urban planning or its antiquity and simple nature, as well as the lack of sufficient local technicians for its management, means that the singularities are not protected. On the other hand, there are no criteria for the integration of the new intervention, leading to the emergence of recurrent impact. In addition, mountain and agrarian aspects have occupied a very secondary position in urban planning knowledge and little political attention, which may explain the little protection that this space currently have. Currently, there is a significant deficit of documentation on this heritage segment, which make it extremely difficult to have a sufficient basis in both the heritage and urban valuation process. For all these reasons, as a basic and necessary measure, it will be important to promote research on these rural areas to allow subsequent process of protection and intervention on these realities. It's necessary to work at the territorial and local scale. The territorial scale is necessary for a joint interpretation of this heritage and their problems. Joint action will make it possible to recover the centrality of agricultural space as catalyst for local agriculture, as well as promote heritage network between various segments, and will also allow for better integration of supralocal actions in terms of infrastructure and other services. For its part, the local scale allows for more detailed actions and particular strategies associated with a specific settlements problem. Protect heritage in an integral way, not only urban heritage, but also agricultural ones. And finally, promote rehabilitation and support the economic viability of local production. In sum, a multifactorial and open vision of this space is needed, integrating currently very isolated disciplines and policies, heritage, housing, agriculture, or social affairs. Thank you very much. If I'm not able to properly answer your question in real time, please write me and I will be pleased to provide you with more information.